me out.
No, I can't, man. I'm sorry.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. You're on my tumor. You're on my tumor. Locust, you're on my tumor.
So Sam,
Thank you.
what are your sexual fantasies?
I'm not telling you because I already videotaped me talking about them like 3 years ago, and 2, I just told Brett last week and I'm really embarrassed.
Come on.
What is it?
You can tell the camera. Come on.
It's just us.
Yeah, it's just the camera.
He doesn't care.
Okay, usually I think about political figures.
What?
Like who? Like Bill Clinton?
Bill Clinton and Janet Reno
That's
mostly.
what I think about.
And sometimes Al Gore.
Janet?
What about Barbara Lee?
No, never Barbara Lee.
Right.
Is the power important, or is
I think about Janet Reno.
their physical like
The power.
bodies?
It's the power.
So it's like so now is it George Bush, or you just discuss his life?
No, I don't like George Bush at all.
But even like he's powerful as Bill Clinton.
I've started actually to think about people that I know lately. But I used to never think about people that I know. I used to only think about political figures or like Ted Kaczynski and people like that.
I think about chicks swallowing guzzling cum.
No, not
Guzzling cum like that.
What are you doing with these people?
I don't know, various things.
Just like buying like a 32 on the way down, and then buy a 32 back on the way up. Finish it by the time we get to the place.
After you've used one sexual fantasy a certain number of times, that it doesn't work anymore because it doesn't feel real anymore. It's like an
It's kind of
act.
like old pussy.
You mean like you have to create new ones?
Yeah.
So like, what are some new ones?
I don't know. I haven't really felt very sexual in the past like year or two. So
Why?
I'm not really sure. Maybe it was getting married.
It was really easy. We just went out and got a marriage license, and then came back and had a marriage ceremony in the council room.
Yeah, I had some cake actually.
Oh, did you? Were you there for the whole thing?
Just the cake.
It was a quasi-Jewish wedding. What really made it weird was that Samantha's mother and brother came to visit, like right when we were having our wedding, not really aware that it was totally a sham marriage. Like, this is very typical of Samantha. She didn't really explain to her mother thoroughly that it was a sham marriage, so she came thinking that, like, her daughter was getting married, and I was like, her son-in-law, you know, like, indefinitely?
Well, sure. Paul and I were dating, and then we decided to get married for financial reasons. And then, basically, as soon as we got married, it completely ruined the relationship.
That's just the way it is, my little wife. American Gothic.
A major part of being alive is just to like experience new things and learn how to adapt. And then once you like learn how to adapt to that, you need to like alter something else. And the more you do, that's how we learn, you know, by like fucking something up and then learning how it works.
This is all a dream. This is all a dream.
Real time.
We are in a dream right fucking now.
But now you lost that opportunity.
My sex life is a big box full of videotapes and a big bottle of lube, pretty much. And Santa Fe. But when I'm in Reading, I just have sex with guys. Yeah, and I only have sex with guys
For
and
that
15-year-old
beer,
women.
you have to talk to the camera.
Actually, no, I probably have like one of the most normal sex lives ever for being a weirdo. Except for the midget thing.
You like pretty straightforward sex.
Yeah.
You don't like being tied up or beaten
Well,
or
that's
anything.
cool, but
You got
I've
pretty
never done
excited
that.
the other day when I punched you in the stomach.
yeah, I like getting punched in the head. That's cool.
Yeah, getting smacked in the
But
face.
like getting smacked and shit.
About
But I don't like Yeah, I like choking.
choking.
You do you like
Or getting
choking or like do you like being
Choking or getting
choked?
choked out, both. But I don't know. Like it's cool if a chick beats my ass, but I don't like get off on beating the fucking shit out of them. Cause I don't know. That's kind of feels shitty.
That's cool, man. I'm sorry they died. The Harman family, they were Christians. Those fucking Christians. And they were mad at me because I wanted to study Islam and they didn't do a cigarette. And I wanted to study Islam and they were mad and I fasted for Ramadan and they had a maid from Sri Lanka and I was friends with her and I talked to her and treated her nicely and they only spoke to her in English and me in English. And then, so I learned some Arabic and they thought she was stupid and I helped her cook and so she was my friend and so they didn't like me. And they had some cousins from Lebanon whose house was almost bombed and their parents were journalists and had to go to Saudi Arabia and they lived there. And they were mean to me a little because I got a call one day from a boy who saw me in the theater because I went to this school that was barricaded by a big concrete wall. And the principal said that if we were caught talking to a boy after school that we'd get suspended. And so I went to the movie with my friend Sama, who was Muslim, and her friend saw me, and he called me on the phone, and I answered the phone, and the parents, they gave me the phone, and I got on the phone, and I didn't speak much Arabic, and so I spoke to him for a minute, and then my house mother came, and she said, "Who is that?" And I said, "Sahibti," which means my friend, but only for a girl, and so she claimed I was lying, and my host father had been listening, and they thought I was a slut, and I hadn't even ever kissed a guy. I was 13. And they didn't like me. And then I went off to Irrelephant in the north once, and they were mad or something, and I took some pictures, I forget. But that was cool, though. Have you guys been to Jordan?
Very easy. Did you not take the paper off?
A faithless and perverse generation. How long shall I be with you and suffer you? Bring thy son hither. These are the journeys of the children of Israel, which went forth out of the land of Egypt with their armies under the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote, they're going out according to their journeys by the commandment of the Lord.
Hit the weed!
And these are the journeys according to their goings out. Goings out?
Yeah, it means hitting weed. Hit this weed.
This CD stuff.
I know. Why the hell are we listening to this shit? We don't have anything else down here besides
Focus. Get the end. Satan. For it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve.